of Radio Free America, and this is Uncle Sam with music and the truth until dawn. Right now, I got a few words for some of our brothers and sisters in the occupied zone. The chair is against the walls. The chair is against the walls. John has a long mustache. John has a long mustache. It's 12 o'clock, Americans, another day closer to victory. And for all of you out there on or behind the lines, this is your song.
And welcome everybody to our daily gun show. We come to you live every day at noon Eastern. That's 9 Pacific for about an hour each day. We run it live on YouTube and simulcast it over at gunchannels.com, or we're watching the comments from the people that are watching the show live. We talk about 3 different gun-related topics each day, and I don't know. We got hosts. Bob's jumping in from Canada. Thanks for joining.
Hey, glad to be here.
Jimmy up from Phoenix. Thanks for joining.
Hey, good to be here.
I'm down here in Tucson. So we've got 3 viewers, us. So we're talking to ourselves today. So let's dig into episode 459, CCW. We're going to be talking about concealed carry purses today, the smallest gun you own, and then training for shooting sports. Anything before we dig into the show?
I got nothing.
I hope the thing's broke. So we got 3 viewers.
There's people out there. I see Ghost and William Hendricks, Patriot in the Dark.
Oh, we want to talk about that reciprocity thing that happened yesterday. But
That's true. We were watching that live for a while there on the internet, and they took HR 38, which was concealed carry reciprocity, and our national concealed carry reciprocity, and included fixed NICS and left the name HR 38. But then to make it confusing, they took the guts of HR 38, which was that nationwide concealed carry reciprocity, and made it standalone, and they called it, I think, 646 or something, 645.
645, I believe, yeah.
So it's going to be going over twice, once with fixed NICS and then once by itself. At least that's how I understand it. And interesting. So I'd say this is, like always, time not to sit back and rest, but the time to start making phone calls and emails. We've got 2 senators each, so that's 2 points of contact, and some congressmen to, I don't know, is it worth saying thanks for voting on that if they did, or holding their feet to the fire if they're those 14 anti-gun Republicans that we saw on the list? Like, if those are your Republicans, the hell? Why ain't you voting for pro-gun stuff?
Should be top of the list for them, yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that happened yesterday. It was on the gun channels. It's pretty fun to watch it with other people and to be able to have the text chat if you wanted to do it that way, or they were kind of doing the audio over on the lobby, so you could have commentary right away. Pretty neat. So some videos going up after that. I guess also, since we're talking topical stuff, Jaeger's channel got banned yesterday, so a lot of people are putting up unban Jaeger posts on Instagram or videos on YouTube in unity, I guess, for the large channel being taken down.
Yeah, we might not all agree on the same things and the same issues and the same topics, but I mean, we can't all agree that free speech is something that we all deserve. So definitely.
So you gotta go saying it's free speech. It's a private platform, but it's a private platform. So how do you make a company or a private platform change? You get together and you say, hey, make a change. This is something we use. We want to see a change. If they're there to actually, provide a service, then they're going to at least be aware of what we're saying. And the only way to do that is to put effort into it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think we have a right to have every channel we want. Just like if they came over to gun channels, start putting weird stuff up, I'd be deleting it. There's it's their platform. But again, we have a right to tell them what we think. And if we're silent, then it's they think that's appropriate to do what they're doing. Why would they stop?
Yeah, and you got to remember, if they can take him down, who's next, right?
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. All right, so digging into CCW, concealed carry purses, fanny packs.
I think them things are neat. There's even actually, I guess there's enough accessories out now where there's a couple of gun shops that I visited, like local places, and they have a little dedicated woman's area, and they'll have those little purses that it has the one compartment that's meant only for the gun and maybe like an extra magazine or something like that. But I think it's kind of neat. I like it. Never tried the fanny pack purse, really. But the purses are cool. Not that I ever tried any of the purses either, but I've seen it.
I just don't know what to say about that.
I guess I could have used my words a little better there, but yeah, I think it's neat though. I think it's cool to get the purses, like a women's accessory and stuff like that. So it's not just a guy thing, and there's more than just like neon colored guns. They're actually getting their own accessories and stuff like that they could use. I think it's cool. Either you guys any fanny packed before? Fanny pack carried?
Nope.
I carried the fanny pack when I was consider myself a professional skateboarder as a youth, and I carry my wallet and whatnot in there when you're wearing them shorts that don't have any pockets in them. And I didn't like it back then, and I quit it. And then I had no interest when I figured out that people put guns in them. I've never been a fan.
Yeah, I never seen them being the most like stable of holsters. I guess they work, but I don't know. I never saw it.
And depending on the kind you get, you can get one that's built well, and they'll have a way to draw from it and everything. Trying to find, I have a video in here somewhere of some purses. Find it.
Well, you got to have something to keep the ladies busy when they're in the gun shop.
Well, I think as females shoot more, they're going to figure out, what, and they all know how to wear clothes or whatever. Then they're all going to know, or they're going to be able to put two and two together and create things that are useful and still functional. I guess would that be the word?
Yeah, and if it's like anything else that women accessorize with, they're going to sell shit piles of them because you got to have a different purse for the outfit, kind of like shoes.
Yeah, you got to have the tan one and the black one and the checkered pattern one and rhinestone one.
Yeah. Pretty soon, that's just another huge amount of money that women will have to spend to accessorize their outfits with the proper carry purses.
And they're cheap too. I think they're like $50-$60 for a purse or something like that. Versus like the regular couple $100 handbag and that kind of stuff.
Now, when Gucci starts coming out with them, then
Yeah.
I can't find this video. I took a video of some purses at the show. And I can't find them.
Yeah, them things are becoming real popular though. Like you'll see them at gun shows. I never used. I remember I would go to a gun shop and maybe see one hanging somewhere, if that. And now they're like, there's a whole section devoted to them. They are getting popular, I guess.
All right, well, that's what you get when three dudes try to do a purse segment. Is there anybody saying anything in the comments?
Let's see here on Gun Channels. I guess the fanny packs, Angry saying they have their places, example, jogging, gym, etc. And he was saying if a woman is going to carry the purse carry, I'd rather she carry in one of those purses than just throw her gun in a bag. Which and there was an article or a news story about that maybe a few months ago where the lady had a negligent discharge because she just had her gun floating around her purse with all of her, feminine products in there, I guess, or whatever. So that is a good point.
Yeah, you can imagine just, what most women's purses look like. You can imagine a gun floating around in a pile of junk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Takes them 5 minutes to dig through there and find something, and then you put a gun into all that madness. Recipe for disaster.
Well, I think we've solved it then. Women have
Yeah.
to carry the purse. It's best they use a purse that's designed for it.
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
close. I thought I found it, but I didn't. Wait. Oh, did I not take video, maybe? All right, I guess I didn't take video. Maybe I didn't click the video right. All right, well, so yeah, that's what happens. Did you say there was any comments out there?
Yeah, angry made a couple of decent points on Gun Channel side. It's too much work for me to go over to check YouTube. So.
All right, well, that's your concealed carry purses and fanny packs. Obviously, there's lots more to talk about. We don't even know what we're talking about, so they exist. We'll move on to the smallest guns we own. Before we do, we take a break between the first and second segment each day to feature one of the members over at Gun Channels. Today, we're featuring Sandy, some guy in Sandy. He was a real active member for a while there, and then dropped off the face of the earth. I think every once in a while you see him on Facebook still, or commenting on YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen him out on YouTube making a few comments, but yeah, other than that, he's kind of dropped off the planet. But it's too bad because he was a great guy to have in the chats. He always had something interesting to say.
Yeah, good point of view. Interesting. Come from an interesting place on the planet and circumstances and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah, for those of you that remember, it's a little flashback to some guy in Sandy. He also was doing the target of the month for a while. For a good long time, we did a target of the month over on the Gun Channel. So anybody could pick that up if they wanted to run with it. I think Ghost was thinking about doing that. All right, so we're gonna move into the gun stuff today. It's smallest gun we own. I own smaller guns than you. So what's the smallest guns you own?
Not many. I have the NEA 22 LR, 22 LR, and then I got that NEA from you, and that's it. Everything else is like right. Well, no, because I do have that Davis 25. I guess that's a small gun, but everything else is like compact or above.
Yeah, I think my smallest is my Colt Peacemaker.
And that's because of laws, or you just wouldn't even buy a smaller gun?
No, that's because of laws.
Looks like a lot of 380s coming through on the Ghost is saying the Bodyguard 380. He's also saying the Bodyguard 380. Nobody else saying anything?
Angry saying his PT 22. Moon says Glock 43.
Glock 43.
Yeah, that's not little. Well, I guess it's like subcompact, but not, yeah.
So I got tiny guns like the Pinfires, but then I've got like the Bauer 25. Everybody was hating on that yesterday. That's a fun little gun to shoot. Got a 25 ACP revolver from Paris. Did you shoot that, Bob?
No,
revolver.
No, I didn't. Hello, French 25 ACP. You know.
Oh, Ghost is saying we're going to start a target of the month starting in January. Right on. Oh, I'm not scrolled down all the way. Here we go. Daniel says his is a 9mm. That's pretty small.
Definitely light on the wrists.
So that lets y'all think about stocking stuffers, right? Matt was talking about those the other day. So y'all don't own very small guns. So there's definitely the NAAs. So those are super small, super real guns. I mean, they are guns. They look small, but they're legit. They're fun to shoot, and they're awesome to own. And then you got your little Berettas. Those are with the flip-up barrels. Those are tiny. You got your Bowers and your pocket Brownings. Those are all legit. Yeah, and then you get your Jennings and your Saturday Night Specials / Ring of Fires. Those are all really inexpensive to own too. They're not all that small. I mean, they're small, but they're not as small as a Bauer. Yeah, good point. Plus, when you buy tiny guns, you're getting them off the streets. I had a little tiny SIG for a while that was a 9, but it was pretty small. Maybe it was as small as a small box now.
No, the SIG ones are, yeah, they make them pretty small. But yeah, and Dano's out there not cursing correctly, calling us a bunch of names.
Yeah, Dano's got a problem with cursing. Makes his brain go all funny.
Well, our topics are short and sweet, like the smallest gun topic there. So we'll move on to the gun shop of the day. And today we're talking about the recent visit to the J.M. Davis Museum. On the Gun Show Loophole Tour is another visit to the J.M. Davis Firearms Museum. I think this was my 5th visit to the museum. We were there for the Wanamaker Gun Show. Had a chance to meet up with Ghost Tactical from Arkansas, with Clover Tac from Texas, and with Raphael from Florida. We're all from gun channels, and got to meet up at the museum and spend most of the day there. The guys took a lot of pictures, probably did some video. They'll be posting it on their channels, and we'll link to it. We also did the Daily Gun Show, once again from the parking lot. I think that was the 3rd time we've done our live podcast from the J.M. Davis Museum. That's this show. This time I also went inside and went live for the full hour on Instagram, answering questions for people and poking around the various aisles. We had another reason to go to the museum this year, and that was for the Gun Show and Gun Shop Stuff perk over on our Patreon. So we had 16 people that are supporting us in November, and we went to the museum and spent $114, and that was awesome. So thanks for helping us to leave some money at the museum. Of course, the museum is open to the public every day for free. They run off of donations, and we were happy to be able to buy some refrigerator magnets. We bought some postcards and some shot charts. So altogether, that came out to $114. Oh, I also bought a knife and something else to give away to some of our Patreon people randomly. So we had a great visit to the J.M. Davis Museum. We got to leave a little money, and we're looking forward to our next visit. Stay tuned for more videos from the Gun Show Loophole Tour. As always, thanks for watching. Right on. So every day we try to feature one of the gun shops out there, or in this case, an awesome gun museum. Everybody except Jimmy's been there. Jimmy didn't want to go, but the rest of us have been there. I think we all think it's a good museum.
Yeah, that's a very cool museum.
Yeah, I just wanted everybody to go first to see if it was, worth my time.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah. Exactly. Got it. So looks like Ghost says his latest video will be dropping today. So we'll have to do like a playlist someplace and link those over to the we'll put them on Gun Show Review. Gun Shop Guide and Gun Show Review. I guess on Gun Shop Guide is where we have the museums. So we'll create a playlist over there for everybody's videos. And like Raphael's been posting a bunch of pictures and stuff from his trip as well. All right, so I guess from the gun shop we can go into gun of the day. I got it sitting right here. Bob came up with this one. I'm guessing.
Indeed, Smith & Wesson M76 submachine gun.
Even though it has nothing to do with today, but okay.
No, but it's a very cool submachine gun. Now that's what the SEALs would have used in Vietnam, or what events they would have used.
Okay. 45 ACP.
No, those are 9mm, I think.
Are they?
Yeah. Yeah, look at that little tiny magazine. You couldn't put 45s in there.
Doesn't say. Basically, a Sten built in the correct alignment, right?
Oh yeah, or a grease gun that's refined and made to not feel like you're holding a piece of pig iron.
I don't know. I can't see the insides, but to me, I built Stens, and this looks different. I mean, this looks more like a Sten, like a tube with stuff hanging off of it, where the grease guns are more like clamshells, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, very refined. But I mean, obviously Smith & Wesson, so good quality.
Well, a Sten costs $8 to build at a bicycle shop. This probably costs more than $8.
Yeah. Yeah, that was built in the factory, so at Smith & Wesson with American workers, so I'm probably $50, $60.
Now it costs $4,000. I'll just go ahead and add this to our order.
But it is full auto.
I'll still buy it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So if anybody wants to jump over to our Patreon, how many people are watching right now? 16 of you. Let's do some real quick math.
Yeah, 16. So how much would they have to kick in each?
I would say just to be safe, $4,000 a piece.
Well, you got to import it too, eh? That's Canadian.
Exactly.
And that would be Canadian dollars too. So that'd be probably only about $3,000 US.
Yeah. So we'll go light and say like a grand a viewer right now.
Well, some son of a bitch left. So now we only have 15 viewers. And I figure we'll cover the import fees, but we're not covering the tax stamp. So it's going to be $280 each. What we'll do is put that in a trust, and then 15 people will be on that trust. So if you want to do that.
Hey, and I can just pick it up and bring it down. I mean,
That's no big deal.
save shipping.
It'll be like it's all of ours. I'll just keep it at my house.
Your gun added to the trust of the day. All right.
There you go.
How are a couple of you posting comments on both YouTube at the same time? Or are you just typing them? All right. So we'll move into movie of the day. What do we want to do? Gun history. Let's do gun history. That actually matters. So today's December 7th. So today, right?
Day that will live in infamy.
Just a regular old day. No anniversaries or anything that I could think of.
No reason to have like a World War II gun or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, when America finally joined the war against the Nazis. Finally.
Did we though?
Yeah, because you had to fight the Japanese and they were allied with the Nazis, so.
It looks like the Confederate forces in 1862 comprised an equal number of Union troops at the Battle of Prairie Grove, Arkansas. I have no idea why that's in here, but that was in 1862. Today in 1787, rewinding a little bit, 1787, Delaware became the first state to ratify the Constitution.
Really, Delaware?
First state. Probably the only thing they did. 1972, crew of Apollo 17, the last manned mission to the moon, lifted off from Cape Canaveral, 1972.
And wasn't Yankee born in 1936 at this date?
Something like that. I don't know. All right, and that's about the only thing interesting in history, except for today, of course, is Pearl Harbor Day. So, behind every blade of grass. Or did I steal your quote? Sorry.
What?
No. So now we can do the gun movie. I watched this movie the other day. I don't know if we've talked about this recently or not. Maybe we did, but I know somebody's talked about it in the chat recently. So it's Smokey and the Bandit. Not really a gun movie, other than the fact the sheriff is always got a goofy drop leg revolver hanging off of him. Did they even shoot anybody in the movie? I don't think so.
I think he shot here.
I was too busy looking at Sally Fields, to be honest.
He shoots in the air. He does.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not really a gun movie, but Smokey and the Bandit, so I figured I'd put it in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the first one was okay, except, you know, he's driving a piece of shit Chevy GM product. But
I haven't watched it in a long time. Probably a long time, really. And it's funny how it's all about a guy. I'm going to spoil it. It's all about this rich guy and his kid who want Coors beer. And allegedly, it's illegal to bring Coors beer east of Texas. Is that seriously a real thing? Or is that just made up for the movie?
That sounds draconian to me. I don't know why.
I must have been alive during that, but I wasn't drinking beer. I was a little kid. So is that a real thing, Bob? Or people in the audience that are old?
I don't know about what you guys... I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, we have stupid laws that you can't transport more than so much beer from province to province. So, yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Ghost is saying it's a real thing. So, very real. Interesting. So, I don't know what the heck that's all about. But anyway, so they wanted, this rich guy and his kid wanted Coors beer. And it's illegal to drag it over from Texas. So, Smokey and the Bandit go get it. Bandit goes gets it, right? And then Bandit and Snowman. So, Smeggy's dad, turns out, goes and gets it. And then
the truck driver?
The trucker driver was named Snowman.
That's right. That would have been
Mikey's dad.
It's real. Yeah.
Pregnant snowmen. No women. So the thing is, he's like, do you guys remember this movie at all? When the old guy or the rich guy is given Bandit money to go do this scheme or whatever. He's like, I'm going to need money for a fast car. And he starts giving him hundreds, and he's like, a fast car. He's like, faster, faster, or whatever. And I didn't really pause the movie. I probably should have, but he couldn't have given him like $1,800 in hundreds. Like, he didn't give him that much money. And the next thing you know, he's dragging that Firebird out of the back of his truck. So I guess what I'm saying is, back in the 70s, you could buy a Firebird for $1,800.
Oh, for sure, probably.
A new one? Brand new one?
Wouldn't that be the equivalent of, like, 20 grand nowadays, something like that?
It probably would have been closer to 7 or 8 grand.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's giving him like $100 bills, and he's driving around a brand new Trans Am.
Well, in '69, when the Roadrunner first came out, you could buy those for like 3 grand.
Well, this is a Trans Am in the 70s. That was like, I don't know, were they not hot yet?
Not really, no. The movie is what made them sell.
Okay.
Yeah, after the movie, every pimple-faced kid wanted one.
All right, and now since the other Travis is saying it, we got to talk about this Diablo sandwich. So, dude walks in, he's like, give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. And I'm like, what the hell is a Diablo sandwich? You ever heard of such a thing?
It sounds good.
Yeah, I'm like, that sounds interesting. What is it? So I looked it up. Has anybody ever heard of such a thing?
No.
Is it really a thing?
Is it a thing?
Well, it is a thing according to the internet, but I don't know if it was really a thing before Smokey and the Bandit comes in and says, give me a Diablo sandwich and a Dr. Pepper. All right, so we'll put that out there as, I guess, this, right?
What?
What are you talking about? What is a Diablo? What is a Diablo? What is a Diablo? First one on the Gun Channel side to know what a Diablo sandwich is. Oh man, Angry's already not even letting me get it out. So is that because you go around eating Diablo sandwiches, or because you Googled it really fast? But it's basically you pour a taco out onto a hamburger bun. like a sloppy Joe, except it's a taco. So there's like lettuce and tomato on a sloppy Joe, except I don't know if the meat would be the same. I think it's just like a taco filled out on a hamburger bun. Googled it. All right. See, that's the thing. Is it really a thing? Was it a thing back in the day?
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Would you eat it? Basically, it's a taco, except on a hamburger bun.
Sounds like a sloppy Joe. I'd eat that.
It's like a sloppy Joe, but with like tomatoes and lettuce and cheese on it.
Well,
And then the taco meat instead of sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe meat is disgusting. I hated sloppy Joe meat. Taco meat, man.
Manwich, yuck.
Yeah, come on. Just because you're poor doesn't mean you gotta suffer.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not as bad as I know some people that put ketchup on tacos, so yeah, that's pretty horrible.
Now those people should get slapped.
So
some people just need killing.
It's a loose meat sandwich.
Just saying it sounds good. Moon Food is saying, I think he's gonna throw it away.
So do you mean to say that Angry actually got it that quickly?
I didn't barely have a chance to go to look to see that, to verify that YouTube was just sitting there, and then to go over to Gun Channels and see that he had already answered it. He says
like
it though. He's got one of them fast internet connections. He doesn't have to worry about the net neutrality like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means that Angry is the tactical pop quiz hot shot of the day. Had to get that in.
I don't know what Moon's trying to say there. Midnight is saying it is a thing. Same idea as a sloppy Joe, but I've never heard of it before. And that seems like the kind of thing that'd be right on my alley. I ate that back in the day.
Yeah, like I wish I had that when I was a kid because that sounds perfect.
Doesn't that seem like something they'd slop on us at school?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Here's your taco burger with your Cheetos and nacho cheese or whatever.
And Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
They never give us Dr. Pepper at school. You don't live in
chocolate
America.
Milk.
Yeah, you're lucky if you got chocolate milk. If it didn't run out or whatever, you got chocolate milk. But you didn't get no Dr. Pepper back in the day. Now you Dr. Pepper. Now you probably get big gulps and stuff at school. All right, well, that's enough of the damn kids. So that was Smokey and the Bandit. Turned into a gun movie after all, even though it had nothing to do with guns. So, training for shooting.
Shooting competition or
training for shooting sports. I'm okay with it. I'm for it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, there you go. That's what happens when three people don't really shoot competition very much.
Or at all, in my case.
I don't know. We don't get that many viewers anymore. We're not even hitting the 20 mark. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be neat to get guests in here and stuff, but I also don't want to bother them or waste their time. So we'll be paying attention to the views after the fact, and we'll see if there is an audience that's watching this after the fact. If it turns into hundreds days after, then we know that we're just not talking to a live audience. We're talking to an audience, and then maybe we'll get rejuvenated. But I don't know what to say about training for shooting sports. We're just not doing it too much. So we did the gun shop. We got the gun of the day. We did the movie. Did the pop quiz. I think we got it all. So we wrapped it up a little bit quick today. Just fine. So we can do some other stuff. And we'll be back here tomorrow. So today is what, Wednesday? No, Thursday already.
Thursday.
So that means Gun News Weekly. Tack Daddy does a show. Does Ellis do a show on Thursdays? Jimmy's going to be on today?
Yeah, Ellis is coming on at 8 Eastern tonight.
And Yankee does his solo show today. And then Clover kills it on Thursdays with the big show. The show of the week. I don't know what he calls it, but it's the show of the week. And then I guess that's it. One of these days I should try to figure out a way to do an AK chat, but Thursdays are getting pretty packed. Maybe I'll have to move it. Sundays we're trying to do van chats, so start putting that out there. Sundays suck around gun channels, so Bob and I don't know if you're still going to be doing that or not, Bob.
Yeah.
I'll be doing a chat on Sundays, and then we'll be back here tomorrow. They've been doing the early watch starting pretty early, and then it's running right now. So if you don't like this, That's probably why people aren't even watching this anymore, because they're over in the lobby hanging out. You go do that. Then after this, the lobby's still going. You can listen to the lobby or hang out in the lobby or be part of it all the way up until the primetime stuff happens. So thanks, Knives. Thanks, Pink. Thanks to Pants. And thanks to Ponnery for posting so many lobbies. It's really making gun channels a whole different thing. Oh, did you guys see that Flippy and everybody was back last night?
Yeah.
Jumping around the lobby. So never know who's going to be around. I guess with that, we'll end it, huh?
Don't think we got too much else going.
I was just looking real quick because you're talking about the shows after the fact. Yesterday we got 100 and something views. I just shut it off.
Right on.
It was like 106, so I don't know.
Well, we're going to see what we can do with everybody's schedules goofy and everybody quitting the show and having weird stuff to do. So we don't have much on the road stuff to do, so that might work out. But obviously we got Shot coming up, and then well, like I say, we'll see what we can do to start. Our plan was to get some guests in here and to kind of get the show rocking, but you know, it's difficult with zero resources and obligations. So try to fulfill our obligations while making time for the show. And you know, thanks for everybody that does show up and gives us feedback. That gives us that encouragement.
Yep. But yeah, let's do our quote. Today's quote is going to be by Ronald Reagan. Before that, I would like to remind everybody, please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, all that fun stuff. If you can, support us on Patreon. We're still going. We're like I say, we're going to see what it's looking like. So anyway, let's do our quote. Government's first duty is to protect the people, not run their lives. That's Ronald Reagan's words. And he's a pretty smart man for somebody who eventually lost it all through Alzheimer's. But anyway, thanks everybody for watching and listening. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.